Hello everyone. So in this video, we'll see how a Docker Compose support can help containerizing the application in Spring Boot. So basically, if you see the Docker Compose lets you define and run a multiple container in the Docker application using the compose.yml, or in general it's a Docker Compose YML, but in case of the Spring Boot where the Docker Compose is there, it's just a compose.yml. So let's get started. So first of all, what I'll do that uh, in the IntelliJ IDEA, you can either use the start.spring.io. I'm just using the Ultimate Edition, so I'll just say demo Docker Compose support. Okay, and I'll choose the Maven and 24. Click on the next. I'll choose this web. Okay, Spring Web and Postgres. That should be okay. Postgres driver, and let's see Docker Compose support. Okay, and click on create. Either you can go with this the browser and you can start with this start.spring.io, and here also in the Spring initializer you can do the same thing. You just click create and add the dependency from here. So if I say Docker Compose support, you can see there. Okay, all right. So now I'll just go with this thing and click on create. Okay, so this will create a new application. Let's go with this new window and let's the dependency resolve. See the pom.yml. You can see there PostgreSQL and also Docker Compose. And in the left side, you can see here the compose.yml has automatically created. And if I click over here, it just automatically detected the what kind of libraries that we do have. Currently, Postgres is there. So now what I will do simply, I just use a specific, say 17.0, and here I just change, say customers DB, okay, and password admin and admin 123. Oh, sorry, this is a user and the password is admin 123. Say okay, and here make sure that you have the container port, otherwise there will be a random port will be generated. Okay, so 5423. So you have host port and then container port, and then okay, all we are done. So now let's check first of all the application is running perfectly or fine. Um, let's refresh the Maven. Okay, everything looks good. Now if I go with this application, and here if I see the Docker desktop, there are no images, there are no containers. Okay, what I'll do is simply start this application. So let's see. So now the Postgres application is started pulling. Sorry, this container image is getting pulled, and the container will be started. So let's wait for some time. Okay, so it's look like it's running, but how you'll test it? So first of all, let me go to this application and run this command line runner. Um, I can ask GitHub Copilot. So nowadays we are using the AI. So please create command line runner with parameter data source and log details of database. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we have put into the ask functions. I'll just copy this part and paste over here. Okay, so you can see. Okay, one more thing that we need to add is the JP library. So I'll just paste it directly. I forgot that. Now let's refresh. I'll stop this. Okay, and now we do have this details. Okay, so now currently database product name metadata. Okay, fine. Product version. All right, I'll just start with this application. So we do have already the image in the here in the image section, so it won't take much time for loading the image. And okay, we need to use the auto wire. Okay, all right. Now let us restart this application, stop it, and start the application. Anyways, so now let's see here in the data grip. So here I will just check whether data source is there or not. Okay. So now let us check. The user is admin, password is admin123, and our database is if we can go here and the compose file, the database customers db. Okay. All right. Now, and if I go to the here again, um, user again admin123, uh, customers db. If I try test connection, it succeeded, and we can say OK. And if I go again, and if I let me restart this application, and let's see. Um, okay, so now we can get this all this connection information that we have used in here um, in the command line run. Okay, all right. So now what I will do is simply I just want to initialize some data over here. So what I can do is simply in the compose YML, what you can do is you can add another volume here like this. So here the volume will have the first part will be the host file, and the second part is this is required. This is provided by the Docker itself, and then you have this init.sql which will be mapped to the container part. So we'll have to create the init.sql. So what I'll do simply I just copy from my one of the project, and I'll just paste over here. Okay. So here you can see that there's a customer table. There are initial records over here. So I'll just restart this application, and let's see. All right. So looks okay. So now let's go to this data grip, and here if I refresh it, and if I say select star from customer, and let's try. Okay. Maybe the database connection gone. So I let me delete and again try, and let's Postgres user admin. Okay, customers data. Let's copy from here so that we do not have any sort of a typo. Compose YML and customers DB. Okay, and looks pretty okay. Okay, and let me check this connection. Check credential detail. Let me try again. It's got succeed, and let's okay. And now if we try select star from customer DB dot customers. Let me refresh, and let's see customer DB now public tables. Okay, so now if I start and select star from customer, and I can see all the rows are there. Okay, so that's pretty much about the Docker Compose. This Compose support, especially in the Spring Boot, which is very helpful at the time of the development. Mostly in the production, we have a separate Compose file which contains a lots of services and um, other external tools like database and every other things. Alright, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.